8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey everybody, it's John here again with another What's Working Now. Today I have Dawn Roy on with me today, who has partnered with me, and she's been generating tons of leads since we got together, and I'm going to show you how we did it. All right. Welcome, Dawn. How are you today?
I'm fantastic. I am fantastic. On top of the world.
Good. Dawn's been in real estate for several years. How many years have you been in real estate?
8. This is my 8th year.
8 years, and she's with EXP, just like I am. And she found me through social media, and she reached out to me to see if I could help her generate leads.
Right.
And tell them a little bit about what's been going on since we decided to partner up.
Well, and you know, the thing is, I think all realtors need to do what's their best skill set. And some of the technology, Facebook ads and how to do that, I understand it, but it's not my in my wheelhouse, right? So I reached out to you and connected with you because I wanted to have a way to create more inventory in my community. That's really the goal. Our inventory is so low here in Virginia, as it is everywhere. And I was my wheels were turning, and I thought, how do I get homeowners who are currently in that first-time home buyer market get them to encourage them to move up, perhaps like new construction, right?
Yeah.
And so that's where you came into play, and you started doing a new construction ad for me on Facebook. And well, my phone won't stop ringing, boo.
I know. I love that text I got from you. It said, "Can you turn off the calls? I'm getting too many." I was like, I don't know if I can do that.
I know, right? Well, and I don't want you to, it's kind of like, it's a great problem to have, and it's a problem, right? It's so amazing. My mornings are totally full right now with trying to reach these folks. It is unbelievable. So let me give you some numbers. Since you and I started Saturday a week ago, so maybe 10 days, I have 98 leads.
Wow.
Coming in, all wanting to understand how to get into new construction, what they need to do to buy a home. I mean, it's a conversation starter, right?
Right.
That's what we're trying to do is engage.
Right. And so we've been doing this how many days now? Just 7 or 8?
Maybe a little over, maybe almost 10, maybe.
10. Okay.
Yeah, maybe 10. It's ridiculous, right?
And then we're just using like a real small budget too. So we're generating
$10 a day. I'm literally getting leads for $1 a piece. Wait a minute. Let's just let that sit a minute.
Right.
$1 a piece.
Right. Just $1. And just from, social media and getting together, we were able to accomplish this and work together just because of, social media. And that's the whole platform that we use for these leads. We're not using, these big companies to generate leads where they cost like anywhere, you can spend $2,500 a month with some of these companies. And so if you just spend $10 a day, that would be $300 a month and we've already generated almost 100 leads just for this one funnel. Right. And I personally have used those bigger companies to generate some of those leads and spent tons and tons and tons of money. Whereas, we're using a fraction of that, just a fraction. And
so think of what you can do with the additional money that you're not spending, using it to service your clients or to create appreciation. Right. However you do business. I mean, primarily I'm referral based, but as we all know, the inventory is kind of the stumbling block for many, many of us across the country. And so as an agent, I think as we're ambassadors of our communities, we need to figure out ways to help stimulate that real estate economy and give clients more options, give people options in the home buying market. Right. And that's what we're kind of doing here. We're just showing people, hey, if you haven't thought about this, let's open that door for you.
Right.
And they're responding tremendously to that offer, right?
Right. Definitely. And what I do with, you mentioned, you can use that extra money to do whatever you want. And what's important to me is my family. So I'm able to spend more time with my family, go on more vacations, just because I'm able to save that extra money. And if anybody's listening to this podcast that needs help generating leads, there's two ways you guys can partner with me. You can either go to sixstarcall.com, which is what you did, or you can go to clientattractionclass.com and you can learn a little bit more about what I'm doing for Dawn, and what I can do for you and partner with you.
Yes.
And that's just one funnel, right? And so we're just doing that's just the new construction funnel. I launched another funnel for her that was the cash offer. Right. And that one's doing really well, but we're going after more sellers, and distressed sellers. So those leads are a little bit more expensive, but how many leads have you gotten from that?
So you started that funnel for me literally maybe 4 days ago, and there's 17 of those actively engaging me at this time.
17 sellers.
Yeah.
That could, and could potentially become clients. And you're spending I just looked at it. I know it's under $2.
Right. It's still not bad.
Right.
It's not bad money, right? For that kind of engagement. Because the game for us, the game for realtors, is we must have people to talk to. It's about engaging folks. And if you don't have anybody to talk to, you don't do business. And that's all we're doing is we're just creating a conversation with people. And I will tell you here, John, it amazes me, given that we know that we're in a seller's market. We know what's going on with the inventory. There's such a misconception in the community of what the market really is. And if you don't do anything else but educate folks and become the face of your community for new construction and for cash offers, or however you want to be seen, this is a great way to do it.
Right.
I mean, I'm thrilled.
There's tons of ways that you can prospect, and you always hear, when you go to any place, I'm new to the industry. As of 2 years ago, I've been in digital marketing for 10 plus years, but new to the real estate industry. And when I went to my first brokerage before coming to EXP, they talk about prospecting, and there's several ways you can do it, from community events to picking up the phone, I think, and getting the phone slammed on you, I don't know, a handful of times. I got tired of that. So I turned to social media, and this is where I generate a lot of my business from social media.
Right.
And it works, and it's cheaper than these big companies that are charging thousands and thousands of dollars. I can tell you right now, just in my area, to use one of these bigger companies, you can spend $1,500 a month just to get 14 leads. And those 14 leads, they're not, a lot of them aren't ready to do business right now. You know what I mean? So the leads we're generating for pennies, dollars, are just as good, I in my opinion.
Well, what personally, we're doing is attracting. Isn't that the game? I'm not a cold call person. It's just not my thing. I will raise my hand and say, uncle on that all day long. But if I have someone who's reached out through this medium, like you and I are speaking of, they're raising their hand, and they are saying, I just want more information and I'm willing to talk to you. To me, that's not a cold call anymore. That's just someone in the local area that has questions about real estate. They have purposely clicked on a link, given me their information. They're asking me to call. I would rather attract that kind of communication into my world than chase it. I'm not into chasing at all. Right. And this is not chasing. And that's the beauty of it all. Whatever, I end up spending $300 at the end of the month, it will be well worth it. And can you imagine the tens of thousands of dollars over the next 12 months that this is going to create for my family?
Correct.
We'll be taking some vacations too, right?
Right. Right. We'll have to meet up.
Right. We'll meet up.
But
Absolutely.
yeah. So you're in the Richmond, Virginia area, right?
Correct. Central Virginia. Right. So
Central
Richmond
Virginia.
and the surrounding counties. Right.
Okay. So I know we covered a little bit how long you've been in the industry, but you haven't always been with EXP, right? You came to EXP.
Right. My anniversary with EXP was just July 1st. So that makes 3 years for me with
EXP.
Yep. I came from, the red and white folks, and I love the red and white folks. I did very well with them. No complaints. But what I needed, though, was more of an ownership, more control over my business, and more ways to do business. And I have to say, with COVID and all of that, being such a shock to the country as a whole, my business never stopped, and neither did EXP's, because we were always built for the cloud. That was us. I mean, we've always been, a cloud-based brokerage. I have an office. It just happens not to be in a brick and mortar in the middle of town somewhere. You know what I mean? So I never stopped. And as you know, we've got so many types of technology at our fingertips. You know what you do being one of them, but a lot of other types of things that it just gives me multiple ways to do business.
Right.
Not just retail real estate, not just this, not just that. And it just, it gives me more chances to grow and totally expand my business to a level I would have never had otherwise.
What's your experience?
People like you, by the way.
I know. I think that's one of the best parts about it for me, is being with EXP, is being able to be surrounded by the best of the best in the industry, and being able to reach out to them whenever I want. Like literally, I can go on work chat and I can talk to the top producer, and he's going to tell me how I can become a top producer like he is. Whereas when I was with other companies, that wasn't the case, And so you just surround yourself with the right people, and you'd be surprised what happens. But what's your experience been like with EXP since you came over here?
It's been phenomenal, I have to say, and that is not, hyperbole on any level. One of the things that I enjoy greatly is working with newer agents. And when I was at my previous company, I didn't have that opportunity because they already had an in-house trainer or coach, whatever you want to call it. So it's not that I had that opportunity. And here with EXP, after becoming a certified mentor, I am just blessed to be able to help teach newer agents how to do the business, I think, the right way. I mean, we're a profession and we need to conduct ourselves professionally. And so I have that opportunity. I have the opportunity to scale my own business just from production. And I got to tell you, John, I mean, I've told you this just a few days ago. I'm interviewing buyer's agents now because I don't have the bandwidth to call all of these people at the, in one, I want to do it so quickly. I want to make sure that, and which is how you need to work that. You need, when someone raises their hand, you need to say, yes, what can I do for you? And I'm getting so much engagement that I really have the need for a selling agent. Like yesterday.
That's right. That's right. I forgot about that. I forgot to mention that you have so much new business coming in that you had to interview buyer's agents, right? And did you find one?
I've got a couple that are super, super excited, and we're working through the process of putting that together and creating that team environment. And what's so exciting for me is not only having them on the team. This is what makes EXP to me so amazing. What I can provide as a team leader is not just an opportunity to help them do business, so I generate fees and they're able to do some business. But because of the business model EXP provides, they too get the same kind of benefits I do to scale their business and have the opportunity to be a mentor if they want, participate in stock options if they want, participate in revenue share, all of those things that help their families. So it's not just me benefiting from their labor. They also are lifted as well. What is Brent Gove says, one of my favorite sayings from him is, don't be a well poisoner, be a life lifter. And I feel that that's what EXP gives you and I the opportunity to do, is lift other people, because I don't see real estate as a competition, and I don't consider any of my fellow realtors here in Richmond as my competition. They're a part of my profession, and I want everyone to do well. I'm my own competition. It's me that I'm competing with. Can I do better today than I did the day before? What kind of experience can I provide for my clients?
That's awesome. That's
even better than it was yesterday. My friends here in the Richmond market, at you and all across the country, you're my people. And I look at you as an advocate, not an adversary.
Right. I love that.
Yeah.
That you mentioned ownership when it comes to our company. And I think that's something I want to touch on real quick, is there's 4 different ways to make money with EXP. And when I get, I don't know if you're like me, but I constantly get recruiters from other agencies contacting me or emailing me. And, I reach back out to them and I say, hey, look, if you can beat me at 2 of these things, I'll come and sit down and talk to you, because I want to know something better. There's something better out there, by all means, bring it. But there's 4 different ways to make money with this company. There's stock options, as you mentioned. There's ownership in the company.
Absolutely.
There's a low split. We're not the cheapest when it comes to cap, but the amount of value and everything we get, I think it's worth it right off the bat. And then there's rev share. Rev share is what really, got me excited, because I'm a business owner.
Right.
Besides, real estate agents, you're really a business owner. You own your brand. You are the brand. You are the businessman. But I own other businesses besides that. So when I seen that, and I was with the company I was with, and I was looking at them like, where's this $20,000 going that I'm giving you?
Right.
Every year? And it's going to the guy at the top, And so when I looked at their program in the rev share,
sure,
I was like, no brainer. And then it was the one cap for multiple states. What other brokerage can you be licensed in 2 states and have one cap with the same broker? None.
Well, this is, I think, a key piece, because I have, you and I both have realtor friends who are doing business in different states, obviously. And I would love to do business in the state of Texas. My brother lives in Carrollton, and I would love to kind of bunny hop back and forth, condo there, condo here.
Right.
Only with EXP in this model, can you do that effectively and scale, and it not cost you an arm and a leg. So my previous brokerage, our cap was $28,000. So immediately I gave myself a $12,000 raise.
Whoa.
And I always capped. I never didn't cap. Right.
Yeah.
So that's number 1. Number 2, if I go to North Carolina, where I have family, if I go to Texas, where my brother is, that doesn't change. I don't have to join another market center and pay another fee structure just because I'm doing business in a different state. I mean, really mind blowing, right? We're the largest brokerage. We're in all 50 states, 6 provinces of Canada, the United Kingdom,
Australia.
And I could go get licensed in any of these places, and my cap is still my cap.
Right.
Nothing changes. It doesn't get added to or multiplied. Right. I mean, think about that. Talk about scaling. Holy potatoes, Batman. And let me tell you something else that makes people so excited. You bring a domestic team on where both of them are working as hard as they can, and they're both paying separate caps to their current brokerage. And you tell them as a domestic, it's just one. Everybody is going to sit still and go, are you kidding me? I have a cutie little couple, darling people I brought over just this year. And they were spending almost $50,000 a year between the 2 of them.
Wow.
And now they're saving 30,000 plus. What can they do for their family with that money now? Think about that. That's talking about being a life lifter. When their light bulb turned on, they couldn't believe it. That's how I see this. Is
that's
a way
tuition for college.
Yes.
Or something. Absolutely. New car.
Can you think about that? I mean, just, let's all pause. If we're not spending that kind of money, and listen, let me tell you, anybody that does their books appropriately and all of that, especially in real estate, it's not what we make that defines your personal wealth. It's what you keep that defines your personal wealth. I mean, because I know a lot of teams that are making big money, but it is coming in and it's going out, and it's coming in and it's going out. It is how you structure your business, and it's the money that you retain that creates personal wealth. It's not the gross.
Right.
So if we can bless someone and show them how to save money from fees and that they're paying their current brokerage, and show them how to scale their business, and turn them on to someone like you, John, who is going to do what you've done for me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm telling you, it's one call after another that's hitting my phone, just like this, through no effort of my own other than being blessed to meet you.
Right. And if you know me, reach out to me. If you don't know me, if you're just seeing me for the first time on Facebook, reach out to me, reach out to Dawn. Yeah. I mean, either one of us would be happy to help you. Without a doubt, just reach out to us anytime. I know I have 2 closings I have to get to, so I'm going to wrap it up with you.
That's fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you
for having me on today. I'm just so tickled pink that we are in partnership with each other.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, reach out to Dawn if you have any real estate questions or about EXP or real estate in general. She's happy to help you. If you're in the Richmond, Virginia area and you want to buy or sell a home, reach out to her, and have a great day, guys.
Have a great day.